Senior Marketing Manager at WinWire Technologies, and I'll be your moderator for today's webinar. If you experience audio issues during the webinar, you can dial in through telephone details provided to you in your registration email. During the webinar, please feel free to post questions and we'll try to answer as many as we can at the end of the sessions. So getting down to today's session, the topic is changing the way you work, making SharePoint social. So before we get started with the session, let me take a minute to introduce who we are and today's presenter for the day. So WinWire Technologies is an specialized IT solutions company focused on making information actionable for the enterprises. Our key focus areas include mobility, cloud, collaboration, and analytics. As a Microsoft managed partner, we work on different platforms such as SharePoint, SQL Server, Office 365, and custom-built solutions on Azure and .NET programming. So for more details, you can visit www.winwire.com. So today's presenter for the session is Mr. Ravi Kanchan. He's the Senior Technical Architect at WinWire Technologies and brings over decades of experience in the IT industry. He's involved in enterprise-wide implementation of SharePoint platforms. And with that, I would like to turn it over to Ravi, who would take this session forward. Thanks, and I hope you will enjoy the session. Over to you, Ravi.
Thanks, Noor. Thank you so much. It was a very good introduction which you have given. So, but still, I would like to introduce myself. I am Ravi, and I'm a senior architect and consultant with WinWire Technology, and SharePoint is my key focus area. As Noor said, for almost a decade now, I'm helping my customers to realize the full potential of SharePoint and make the most out of it. Moving forward towards the topic of discussion today. So today's topic is change the way you work and making SharePoint social. So in this session, we'll be discussing about what is enterprise social and why it is necessary for us, or what is the need behind that. And we'll follow it up with the second question, what Microsoft's vision for enterprise social is, and what they are thinking towards making SharePoint and Yammer integrated, and what other peripheries associated with it. And at last, we will be presenting you our vision of WinWire's vision of the future of work. Continuing with the theme of this session. So this is the agenda. So as I said, first we will be talking about enterprise social, what it is and why do we need enterprise social, and what is the driving factor behind it. Second is we'll be talking about SharePoint and Yammer integration. So we'll be talking in detail after the Yammer integration, after the Yammer's acquisition by Microsoft in a couple of years back. What is the roadmap? What is the vision with which Microsoft is moving ahead? And we'll be going through and we'll try to understand the roadmap for that. And at last, as a thought leader in the collaboration space, we will be presenting you our vision. How do we envision the future of work is going to be in times to come? Having said that, let's quickly jump into our first section of this webinar, where we'll be trying to understand what is enterprise social and why it is important. So to understand this question, what I personally feel is we need to understand the way we communicate in the present space, both on personal space versus the communication we do in the workplace. In a personal space, if you can see, this is where we are right now. But you can see like so many logos around it, and you can feel, really feel that in a personal space, we are like the amount of tools, a number of tools available for us to collaborate across is pretty decent. And what this diagram presents, it's do a very good categorization of a type of tools available for personal communication and collaboration. Is first set is improving your productivity, finding and using the content, creating and sharing the content. You can create your own create content and share it across the board. And last and not the least is joining and building new network and communication. So if we see it as a whole, this is a complete package. But if we compare it with where we are at our workplace, our entire communication and collaboration is summed into this. We do email integration, email exchanges. We talk over IM. We do collaboration on document portal. We get our organization information through our internal portal, say intranet, and then we collaborate on our calendars. But what we see is these are 3 or 4 independent systems, and there is no, or for if you look into work in a day scenario, the day in a life scenario of an employee. So employees has to go into each different tool to do a specific work, which we feel as an organization is something is missing when we compare it with the personal space. So this is where enterprise social comes into picture, and it tries to fill in that gap between personal and the communication we do in the personal space, as well as the communication which we do in our workplace. But still, there is a lot more to cover because we are really behind. As you can see over here, we are really behind as far as communication goes in our workspace. Moving forward, so these are the key elements as what we think are the key elements of any good enterprise social tool is listen, collaborate, and grow. And what we feel is the better you listen, the better you will collaborate, and the better you collaborate, the more you grow. So these are the key fundamentals of enterprise social. Moving forward, so this is how I'm trying to bring in a comparison between where we are and where enterprise social wants us to go towards. Currently, communication in an organization, in most of the organization, is top-down. So communication information flows from top to bottom. But the idea behind enterprise social is to make this communication to bottom up. This means that communication goes from top to bottom and bottom up, so that everybody is so that management can listen to the conversation that matters, and it also gives your employees a voice to improve an employee, and it also helps in employee retention. Collaborate. So enterprise social helps us in collaborating in our organization across teams. So this is as you see in our current, the bigger the organization, bigger this problem is, the problem of interdepartmental communication. And that's where the enterprise social brings in a key a change where the communication across departments becomes very fast and improves. It breaks down the silos and it lets management to take informed decisions. And finally, the grow. As you can see, is once your teams are, or your departments or sub teams are aligned as per your organization goal, it will let you innovate faster, and your ideas will be accelerated in the market. And all of this will finally result into developing a better customer experience overall, which I feel is the key of any business. As in fact, as you can see within some of the numbers on here, that 80% of a highly effective change firm consider internal communication strategy for before implementing the change. Now moving forward to the next section of our today's session, this is where we will be talking about how SharePoint, we will be talking about the big vision what Microsoft is having with Yammer and how it will be integrated with the existing systems and what is the roadmap ahead. So this is before moving forward. So I would like to just give you a very brief introduction into what is Yammer is all about. So the best way I can describe Yammer is it's Facebook for enterprise. So it provides an isolated environment for an organization where employees can come, collaborate, and discuss their ideas and share documents and form teams to discuss and perform their day-to-day activities. If we go further and see that, as I said, Yammer provides isolated environment for organization to communicate across the board. And one of the key important feature in this is the post. Like employees can post their ideas, the other employees can react to it, they can post, they can either like it, dislike it, or they can provide their feedback and comment on top of it. And employees can also do poll, they can say, they can post praises for their peers and whatnot. Users or your employees can invite others and they can form a group so that they can have a better communication going on and drive the organization towards success. Groups, you can form groups within the Yammer so that you can have a focused discussion within your organization related to a topic. It will drive you to a better result so that a focus group is discussing and collaborating across on a topic. And then at last we have this online now. This is the instant messaging feature which is available in Yammer, which helps you connect with your peers on a real time. So and at the top you can see that you have inbox, you have your notification area, and you can search people, groups, and conversation from there itself. So this is a key set of features. This is not the exhaustive list of features which I'm presenting, but this is the key set of features available in Yammer. Coming on to the roadmap for Yammer and the vision and the grand vision what Microsoft is having after the acquisition of Yammer in a couple of years back. So the way Microsoft is trying to utilize Yammer across the board is like their existing line of LOB systems like Office 365, SharePoint on-prem. They have full integration with Microsoft Dynamics and other LOB applications like Salesforce. And the vision is that going forward, they will be integrating with other LOB applications as time goes by. So for today, the key focus area for us is Office 365 and SharePoint on-prem, and and what is the roadmap Microsoft is having towards integrating Yammer with these technology platforms. So this is a very high-level roadmap of how Microsoft is envisioning the integration of Yammer with SharePoint. So this presents what it was yesterday and what it is today and what is coming up. So it started with a very crude integration, I would say, where like Office 365, SharePoint, and Yammer were three independent systems, and only way they were integrated was through a link at the top in SharePoint. But today it has gone to next level, where it provides a new experience to the end user, where they can do the integration with respect to document collaboration, and you can have single sign-on. So when you sign into Office 365 and go to Yammer, you don't have to log in again. So it provides a single sign-on feature. But Microsoft Vision is not stopping there. So in future, what is going to happen is Yammer and Office 365 and Yammer and SharePoint on-prem are going to have a single identity. So which means that our user's identity in Yammer and the user identity in SharePoint or Office 365 is going to be same. It's going to be a single identity, which is not the case at this point. And they will be integrating emails as well. So currently the email engine behind Yammer and image engine behind SharePoint and Office 365 is not integrated. That's what is going to come in next future. And enhanced messaging. So as I said, similar to email. So overall notification, instant messaging will be integrated and will be treated as a single system. Right. So now we have covered the two important sections, and now I would like to present as thought and WinWire as thought leader in collaboration space. We would like to present you a new way of work. This is our vision of how we are going to work in future, and we have already started work towards it and realizing our vision. So we'll be walking you through this whole process of our thought process, whole process of our thinking, and how we are envisioning to implement it in a real time. So before we go and answer that question, so I would like to bring you to the same diagram which I showed towards our communication in our workplace. So we open Outlook for emails. We go to our intranet portal for any corporate communication. We go to Link or any other instant management messaging system, calendar, Yammer, and document management system. And we are doing all that, right? We are constantly on either in a meeting or over the phone. And looking at this, what we realize is there is something missing. And we feel that this is a fractured way of working. And there has to be some good way or better way of working and making this accessing information from different systems much easier, and so that employees can invest their time doing actual work rather than juggling around the system and getting the information. So on the similar line, this is what our vision for future of work is, where we feel that, and this is a reality in the current space, is people want to access the information in any device, anytime, and anywhere. So the system should be capable enough to provide the information to the end user from any device, anywhere, and in any format they want. So this is what I see is like the key element. This is the key element and the core of what we think of the future of work. The system should also provide enterprise social capabilities. which means for us is the integration, is a tight integration with Yammer, accessing the inline of business application. So a system should provide a very easy communication with the LOB systems and provide information, necessary information relevant to the end user as per their person, as per their role and as per their interest. It should also serve traditional pages and multimedia, and it should provide the personalized content as well as the business context content. So this is what our we converted our vision into a framework. This is what we call the productivity portal. Is modern, intuitive, and design notification. So information is presented to you in a modern way, intuitive, and you'll have notifications from the different system collaborate like aggregated at a single place. You have integration with enterprise social, which means in our case it's Yammer. Content will be personalized because most of the content which we see in our day-to-day life is relevant to us. So we want our users to see only the content which is relevant to them. Mobile-based access, so that they can access information from anywhere using any device, and making most out of their time. Extensibility to integration with other LOB systems, so we have taken care of that. And last and not the least, and this for me is the most important part of it, is quick and easy access to relevant information. So so this is one of the most important part of it. So now I would like to present one of the key this is the key implementation which we have done for one of our customers, large customer, is where we aggregated all information based on our vision and presented. So you can find someone, your notifications are at a single portal, your messages are at a single place, your approvals or your all your notifications for approval waiting for you, your calendar is at a single place, your enterprise social with Yammer feeds are integrated with it, you have other line of business application links added there, your information pulled from, in this case, this is my budget, but you can change it to and integrate it with any other system. Book my travel, your personalized OneDrive. So this is an integration with Microsoft OneDrive, and it provides personalized content. And again, the corporate communication part of it, where enterprise can push communication to their employees. So this is the user profile. As you see, this is more of, as you can say, is the user profile where they can edit and maintain their profile, integration. They will have their personal feeds from Yammer integrated, recent activities, suggested people, suggested groups they can be part of, their networks they can be part of, and they can manage and be part of the groups they are associated with. So going back to the same, the previous to the main page for our portal. So this is just what we have already discussed. You don't have to go and open your link to find somebody and start communication. You can find a user, find your peer, and based on their name, employee ID, or any other property in their profile, and start conversation then and there. You can start your phone call, you can start a video chat, or you can send email. Then comes this notification area where all your notifications will be integrated and presented to you at a single location. All the waiting for approval. This is the task aggregation which we have presented here, where all your approvals and all your tasks will be will be aggregated at a single place so that you don't have to juggle around between systems to manage your work. Apps and integration with other systems, and integration with your calendar. So this is the corporate communication, the traditional corporate communication, which we feel is pretty important, and we can collaborate on top of it. And the second is we also feel, as we say, like we believe in accessing information from anywhere using any device. So the same portal can be accessed with the application, mobile application, which we have called as InfoBoard. You can access that the same information from multiple devices with different form factors. So this is one more and a bit simpler implementation of one of our implementation of our productivity portal, where we have personalized content, Yammer company feed, and trainings associated. Your teams can collaborate, calendar, task issues and risk, recent documents within the team. This is user profile. Users can manage and communicate with with their peers. And this is one other system which we have implemented. This is a document management portal, and which provides collaboration on the document, new assets, your personalized content as per your credentials, important documents, trading resources, and again, this is also available from a mobile device and different mobile devices. This is one other piece which we have developed for one of our customers, where we have integrated Yammer. This is a much simpler integration which we did, but I thought like this is one of the work which we have done. So it's like information is personalized. You have your company feed, your personal feed integrated at the same place, and you can access your department, employee central resources at a single place. So you don't have to move around across different applications to find the information which is relevant to you. So with this, we come to an end of this presentation, and I would like to open this session for question and answer. So Noor, over to you. Do you have any questions available?
Yeah, thanks, Ravi. Thanks for the very insightful session, along with some of the use cases. Yes, we are almost close to the time, but let's take a few questions that we have for the day today. The first question is, how are the notifications implemented? Does Yammer exposes any APIs during the implementation?
Yes, that is correct. So let me go back there. Yes, Yammer exposes REST API over using which follows OAuth and OData standards, so that we can connect with Yammer, and based on user credentials we can pull information from there.
Okay. Yeah. The second question is, how are the identity managed between SharePoint and Yammer?
All right, so this is a very interesting question. As I said in my previous slide, is that at this point in the current state of integration, the identities are in Yammer and identity is in Office 365 are different, right? But both of them provide like integration with Active Directory, single sign-on. So you don't really feel that these identities are different. But the way security is managed at this point in SharePoint or Office 365 is different from the way it is. The authorization piece is different in Yammer. So as a next step, so this is what Microsoft's vision is, to integrate it in both Yammer and SharePoint, so tightly that this difference goes away.
Okay. Thanks, Ravi. Thanks for that. And I have a last question for the day. Can SharePoint documents be added to the Yammer?
Could you please repeat that question?
Can SharePoint documents be added to the Yammer?
Yes, definitely it can be. So in the current state of integration, it is very much possible. So in fact, Microsoft has recently added a functionality in Office 365, which is called Office Graph or Oslo, where users can do real-time integration, real-time collaboration on document from within Yammer or from SharePoint. So this integration is there. It's available at this point.
Great. Thanks, Ravi. Thanks for the wonderful sessions and taking up the questions. We know we are running out of time. I would request folks who has joined the question, in case if they have any questions, they can drop in email to us at marketing@winwire.com, and we'll come back to you with the answers as soon as possible. Thank you for joining the session and have a good day. Thanks, Ravi. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Noor. Thanks everyone for joining this session. It was great talking to you and providing our vision of how the future of work is going to look like, and the work we are doing towards it. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.